everyone, Christina here. Welcome to day 24 of the holiday card series. I'm going to jump right in here and get today's card going. I'm scoring some Neenah Desert Storm cardstock at 5.5 to create a top folding card. I'm going to be doing some die cutting today, and I'm using this pattern paper pack from Chicken Nitty Crafts. This is the Jolly Good 6x6 pad, and I'm going to be cutting out some circles. So I'm going to be using the Stitched Circles dies from Simon Says Stamp, and I'm using one of the larger ones right now just to cut out this green pattern paper. And after this circle is cut out, I'm going to grab the next size down, so just slightly smaller, and I'm cutting out some Neenah Solar White. I'll set that white circle aside while I work on the rest of the card. The green circle is going to be placed on the card in that spot, and so I just wanted to place it there while I figured out exactly where to die cut this A2 card curved edge die. I'm going to be cutting the front of the card, just the very bottom of the card off, and I wanted to make sure that where I was going to be placing that circle in the end, that it would be in a good spot. So just die cut off the bottom, and now I've got that circle piece once more, and I'm going to place it back where I wanted it before, and I'm going to pencil on a circle. I'm going to pencil around the edges. This is because I'm going to be taking a really long greeting stamp, and I'm going to be applying it to my stamp press and have it go all the way around that circle. The stamp set I'm using is, let's see, Peace, Joy, Love from Lawn Fawn. I'm using that really long stamp that says Be Merry, Be Merry, Be Merry. So I'm placing my stamp press over the top. It's hard to see on video where the penciled circle is, but while I was working, I was able to see that penciled line through the stamp press. And I just very carefully applied my stamp to my stamp press that way. And now I have that greeting going all the way around that circle. I practice stamped it once just to make sure that it looked right to me. Turns out okay, so then I cleaned off the stamp, and now I'm going to do some embossing. I'm prepping that card base with my EK6S pattern tool, and then I'm using Versamark ink on this circle greeting stamp that I've created. And I'll press that down directly over that area. And it just so happened that it was the perfect length to span all the way across that circle. If it hadn't have been long enough, I could have repeat stamped it. Sprinkled on some Hero Arts white embossing powder, and then tapped the cardstock to shake off the excess. There was one little spot down in the corner that picked up a little powder because of my fingers. That's where I was holding it earlier. So I took just a dry brush and brushed away that extra embossing powder. Then I used my heat tool to melt the embossing powder and moved on with the rest of the card. I'm using some more pattern paper from that same 6x6 pad and just applied that to the inside of the card and cut off the excess. That makes it so that when the card is closed, that you can see that pattern peeking out. I erased the penciled circle, and now I'm going to be working on that center area. I'm using the Frosty Fun stamp set from Penny Black, and I'm stamping the cat in some Hero Arts black dye ink. And I'm going to be coloring this cat with some colored pencils. And just to speed the process up a little bit, I'm going to turn on some music and speed up the video, and I will pick it up when I am done coloring the cute cat. So I'm all done coloring the cat, and I kind of like this look of the colored pencil where it looks a little bit sketchy. It looks like maybe a child colored it in. I think it looks kind of neat. So it's definitely not the smooth, really finished, solid coloring that you would get with Copics, but I do really like the colored pencil look as well. It's just a different look. So I just adhered that down with some foam tape, and then I'm going to place it on here just so I can see exactly where I need to add more foam tape underneath it. And it looks like it's just the kind of the top half. So I'll take my foam tape and apply some more on there onto the top half of that circle. Peel off the backing on the foam tape and then press that down onto the card front. Wanted to make sure there was no adhesive on the bottom portion of that circle so that it wouldn't accidentally adhere that card closed. Took my white Jelly Roll pen and added some snow or some stars. It could be either one really. Just put some dots over that blue colored pencil. I also added some Wink of Stella over that scarf. And then I took a white gel pen and added some like faux stitching lines around the outside edge. Now the cat's eyes kind of got lost with the black, so I ended up gluing on some little googly eyes, and they went on okay, and I still think he looks kind of funny with the eyes, but I think it's kind of fun. I also ended up putting some glossy accents on the scarf, so that's that shine you're seeing. But that pretty much finishes the card for today. Super simple and easy. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys on Monday for the very last day of the holiday card series. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching until the very end of today's video. On screen right now are 5 more video options for you to click on. They are all day 24 of the holiday card series from the previous 5 years. So click on any of those if you'd like to watch those videos. You can visit my blog at kwarnerdesign.com. If you click on that link in the top corner right now, it will take you directly to today's blog post where you can see all the supplies that I used on today's card. You can hit that subscribe button in the top corner if you'd like to see every one of my videos in the future. And thank you so much if you already are a subscriber. That's fantastic, and I appreciate you guys so much. Like I said before, I will see you guys on Monday for the very last day of the holiday card series. And until then, have a wonderful weekend, and thanks for watching.